Roll up your sleeves, warm up your glue guns, and sharpen your scissors. It's time for a crafting showdown like you've never seen before. Our 3 contestants pit their wits, skills, and crafting creativity against each other as the clock runs down. Today's contestants are all high school art students with big-time talent. Tate works in paint and sculpture, but hopes to have a career in textile design. Jordan is a sculptor and ceramic artist who plans to study art education. And Valerie wants to turn her love of jewelry making and painting into a career in fine arts. So here's how it works. Our 3 contestants race against the clock to create a masterpiece using only supplies found here in our studio, what they've been able to grab on their shopping spree, and their mystery items. Once the clock runs down, time's up, and we'll see whose project measures up.
I think she's bitten off a little more than she can chew.
Falls flat, and who becomes the craft master. Welcome to Craft Masters. The boxes in front of you contain the theme for your project and the 2 items you must incorporate in some way. Once you open your boxes, it's time to get shopping. Open them up! Today's gift box items include Liquitex spray and acrylic paint, and the theme is indoor art.
I was kind of surprised, but when I saw that it was spray paint, I had limitless options.
I had no idea what I was gonna do with that.
All right, here are your gift cards. Remember, you have 10 minutes and $100. Let's go shopping.
Kind of had an idea of what I wanted to make, so I was just running around finding anything green.
I grabbed things that looked interesting like canvases and plates and dowel rods. I had my cart divided into like a section of stuff that I for sure wanted and stuff that I was okay with.
Time's up, everyone to the front.
Everyone else's carts was just full of canvases and really expensive things, and I just had foam core and stuff like that, and I was like, well, I know I'm gonna be under, but hopefully this will do.
All right, students, it's your lucky day. You get to use the brand new Liquitex odorless spray paint. We have a booth set up out back for ventilation. I hope you have everything else you're gonna need because the judges are watching. Are you ready? The clock starts now.
I knew I was gonna make a grasshopper, so I quickly grabbed my foam core and began cutting out the body.
My piece was a dresser that's really small, and one of the drawers is stuck open with the tree growing out of it. That was the first idea that came to my head, and I had to go with it because I didn't have a lot of time. I always try to portray like a whimsical simplicity. That's where I was going with the structure. I wanted it to be just a random compilation, but I wanted it to be unified and simple.
Oh my God, Tate just grabbed her entire box to run back to the spray booth. Wow, the whole box.
So I thought, okay, I'm gonna use hot glue. I know that it's kind of hard and you have to hold it for a few minutes, but I knew all the other glues were either not strong enough or it would take too long to dry.
At my art school, hot glue is a sin. You don't use hot glue.
Valerie has a very organic process going on.
I really wanted to put a new spin on my piece that my competitors weren't doing, so I decided instead of spraying it, I would use the spray paint cans as a sculptural element.
Now let me introduce our judges. We have Michael's very own diva of glitter, Joe Pearson. Michael's creative director, artist, and sculptor extraordinaire, Michael Duncan. And today's guest judge is the talented artist and art conservator, Maria Valentina Sheets. Well, it looks like you're hard at work, but I have one more thing to help you out. This is the wildcard item, and it must be incorporated into your final project in some way. Good luck!
When I saw the sea creatures, I knew that it was gonna be bad. It had nothing to do with my concept. I was excited when I got the tube of sea creatures, actually. I saw the other girls' faces and they were like, oh no, what am I gonna do? And I was like, well, my thing's already random, I'll just paint them white. And I really like how they added to my piece.
I really love Tate's use of spraying it, keeping it all white.
I just tried to stay calm and focus on my artwork.
I didn't consider that opening the drawer would throw it off balance. When I put it in there and it started tipping over, I was like, ugh. I want to go to college next year.
I'm gonna either get an undergraduate or a master's degree in the arts, and I'd like to do textile design.
I don't know where I plan on going with my art, but I'm definitely gonna keep it close to me and continue to grow.
I like doing little kids' crafts and helping with kids, and so I decided that I should study art education and hopefully one day become an art teacher for elementary students.
You have 15 minutes left to finish your projects.
I may have looked calm, but I was faking it.
Just fell apart.
I'm a messy person. I did have quite the mess.
Time's up and tools down. It's time to present your projects to the judges.
I sculpted my grasshopper out of foam core, and I used the wild card starfish legs to create the jaws, and I spray painted it green.
I made a found item sculpture out of the items that I bought and was given, and I added the wild card item as whimsical touches.
I made a dresser with the tree growing out of it, and I used the wild card to make stencils and spray paint to create them.
Thank you, students. It's now time for the judges to deliberate. First, we have Valerie's project.
I really enjoyed watching her construction. My only negative about it is the color. I would like to have seen it a little bit brighter.
I would love to see more contrast to show tree up front, but I love the concept.
I am sort of opposite on the color. I really liked her natural materials and the way they looked. I like the way she used the stencils on the side, but I would like to see the wood around those.
So what do you think about Jordan's project, the grasshopper?
Lots of texture happening, which I really like, but I find it to be a little decorative for me.
I would say it's pretty predictable design, but she did a good job of the basic structure.
I think she really knew what she was doing, putting it together. But for our theme today, indoor art, I thought it was just a little bit too crafty.
For you?
And it even had glitter on it.
And what do we think about Tate's sculpture?
Well, this reminds me of something I would see right away in a museum. I really liked it. I want to ask her how much.
Good use of a lot of materials. I really do like it a lot, but I don't think it's as strong on one side as it is the other.
I tend to agree. I'm just a little worried about the construction.
So judges, have we made our decision?
Absolutely.
It was hard, but the judges have come to a decision.
It was really close, but there can only be one craft master, and today it's Tate.
I think the judges made a good decision. Tate's piece was the best.
I didn't expect it at all. I was just in shock for 10 seconds there. It was an awesome experience. I would definitely do it again.